Welcome into Titans Today. Tom Downey here, looking at some trade rumors, ideas I've seen floated out there around the old internet. We'll talk about a star, but kind of expensive pass rusher Tennessee could go after. Maybe one of Will Levis's old college teammates. A potential impact player at linebacker, and a sleeper safety, my favorite of the four ideas. Now, we are in a sub battle this month against Texans Today. For every sub we lose by, I owe Chugs, the Texans Today host, $1. Let's close that gap. We've only got 25. If you want more free Titans videos, we've got you covered right here on the channel. The first name on the list is Joey Bosa, the Chargers pass rusher. This idea coming in from Fansided, with the main pitch being, this is how you catch or help beat out the aforementioned Texans in the AFC South. It's a big name and a semi-big contract. Bosa did take a bit of a pay cut. I have issues here. When healthy, Joey Bosa is a really darn good pass rusher. That's also one of the problems. Guess who hasn't been consistently healthy in recent seasons? Good old Joey Bosa. He played 16 games twice in his NFL career, in 2021 and in 2017. Now, his first 4 years in the NFL, if you average out to that 16-game basis, if he was healthy for all of them, that was one of the best pass rushers in football. And even the last couple years, he's still been really good on a per 16-game basis. But when you play 14 games combined the last 2 seasons and you're approaching your age 30 season, he'll be 29 in July, I got some concerns there. The contract is fine short term. You'd only pay him $8 million. Chargers would save that $8 million against his $26 million cap hit. And then he's owed big money in 2025. Money's probably not going to see from any team involved unless he puts up 15 sacks, in which point you might extend him anyway. Although I do think a third edge would be valuable for Tennessee. Whether that's, replacing Arden Key, making him the 3, whatever. I don't know if the value's right. If the injury risk it makes it worthwhile for Tennessee to throw whatever asset might be required. I'm going to guess it's a 4th. I think that's relatively fair for the age and production of the contract, but that also might not move the needle much for the Chargers right now. Maybe if they begin the year bad, that could, change the conversation. I also wonder if Tennessee's better off not going all... Like a Bosa move is an all-in win right now move, right? I don't know if Tennessee's at that spot. So do you want to trade for Joey Bosa? Y for yes, N for no at the comments. In fact, the pinned comment of today's video. That ad comes on YouTube. Great. Take advantage. Head down there and go vote. This one's kind of fun. Wan'Dale Robinson, the Giants wide receiver, was mentioned by Bleacher Report as part of hey, let's reunite a couple different quarterbacks and wide receivers. In this case, it's the old Kentucky teammates, Robinson and Levis. They were really good together at Kentucky. I still thought that Levis played better when he had Robinson than when he didn't have Robinson in his penultimate year at Kentucky. The 1 year Wan'Dale played for the Wildcats, he was awesome. He has not played very much or that well for the New York Football Giants. Now, they're not out on him. I was talking to our Giants Now host, Marshall Green, making sure I didn't have anything stupid in the show. Asked him, what's the value? How do they feel about him? They're not out on him yet, the former second-round pick. He just has battled injuries and, frankly, bad quarterback play. But he did showcase some good stuff in 2023. It was upward arc stuff. He'd be, I think, a really good slot receiver for Tennessee. Now, the issue for Tennessee is, hey, they did just sign Tyler Boyd short-term to be that guy. I don't know if Robinson right now is better than Boyd. You also are kind of doing another young receiver. Robinson helps you on special teams. That's valuable. Although, Jackson might handle that role. Jaquan Jackson. Where does that leave Traylon Burks? So I asked Marshall, okay, what's the trade value? He said 3rd or 4th. I'll go with the 4th. It might be an earlier 4th-round pick. I don't know. It's not the worst idea, but I also wonder if that's enough for the Giants at this time. So name a player who you want to see the Titans go out and trade for. Let me know in the comments right now. This one I don't get. Fan-sided idea of, hey, let's trade for Tremaine Edmunds. Go out and get him. Help out the roster because Tennessee needs more linebacker help. There's lots to unpack here. I don't see the fit. I don't see the need. I don't see the value. Edmunds is one of the higher paid linebackers in football. Remember, the Bears didn't want to pay Roquan Smith, traded him away, and then threw a big fat contract at Edmunds, and he wasn't as good in coverage last year. He kind of regressed back to that area. He's young, he's athletic, he's around the football. I think he's a good linebacker. I don't think he's a great linebacker, and you're paying top-end money. The Bears did not restructure Edmunds' contract this year. They are paying him $22 million on the cap next year, $17 million on the cap in 2025. Why didn't they restructure that? Put more money later when the salary cap goes up, so you pay a lower fraction? He might get cut next year. They can save quite a bit of money, by the way. If the Titans were to trade for him, they would owe him $15 million this upcoming season. I don't think that makes any sense. You did pay Kenneth Murray. Now, I think Edmunds is better than Murray. I'm actually not that high on Murray, frankly. But you're already paying him. You have Jack Gibbons, who I think the team still is pretty high on. You drafted Cedric Ray, and you drafted James Williams, plus the contract's pretty hefty. I know it's a name. I don't really see the point and the logic of it. So I asked Harrison Graham, our Bears Now host, what's the trade value? He said a 5th-round pick. I was a little bit surprised it was that high, or that low, I guess. That tells me, Bears aren't that high on him. Because he pointed out, it's not a good contract. Seems noteworthy. Now, I want to make sure you guys don't miss out on any of our Titans coverage. If you have not already subscribed, you're pretty deep into today's video. You clearly like the coverage, or at least you don't hate me. So hit that sub button for more Titans YouTube videos right here. It's youtube.com/Titans Today. Go hit that sub button right now. The final name on this list is Markquese Bell, the safety of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, as I'm sure some of you know, my main job here at Chat Sports, among other things, is to be the Cowboys Report host. As the Cowboys Report host, I have zero desire to trade Markquese Bell. I think he's really good, which means, as the Titans Today host, it's a great idea. Tennessee should definitely go get Markquese Bell. I think he's a very, very good football player, underrated, cost-controlled, affordable, and impactful. I thought having to play out of position last year for Dallas. They were so decimated by injuries, and they lacked linebacker depth. They played him as a linebacker. He was like that James Williams role that the Titans are going to try to do. That's what Markquese Bell did, but he was way better. I thought he was the best linebacker for the Cowboys last year. He had 94 tackles, 3 TFLs. I think he has tight end eraser ability written all over him. He was really, really good. The Titans' safety depth chart, meanwhile, I think it's good. I think it's too deep. It's Amani Hooker. It's Elijah Molden. Now, Markquese Bell, I don't think, can play free safety. He can do some split safety stuff, but I think he's best in the box, so might have to adjust your roles and rotations a little bit there. But one of the better things I like about Markquese Bell is he is cheap. He's owed under $1 million in the 2024 campaign. He is then a restricted free agent for 2025 before becoming an unrestricted free agent. Now, I know I'm higher than Markquese Bell than most people. I think a fair trade offer, which I would not take if I were Dallas, is a 5th-round pick. It's not that much. He was an undrafted free agent. He got a year and 2 years-ish of team control. I'd be a little surprised if he did fetch a 4th. That's kind of still in that premium-ish asset range for me. So will the Titans make a trade before the season? 1 for yes, 0 for no. Get those predictions in for me in the comment section of today's video.